everybody. You see our faces again this week. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Someone remembered to press record.
And someone remembered to remind him to press record. It takes two, baby.
It takes two, baby, to get the pod to you.
That's right. That's right. Well, welcome. My name is Nicky.
Right when I was drinking my coffee. I'm Brandon.
It's so good to be with you all today on wherever you're listening to our shenanigans, whether it's on your ride home. I hope it brings a little giggle, a little laugh, a little encouragement, maybe a little challenge. Mm-hmm. It's good to be with you all today. It's good to be here with you, Brandon.
It's good to be here with you, Nicky.
How was your week?
Oh, man. So far. So, you know what? I've had like a crook in my neck for the past like 3 days.
Goodness.
I feel like it might be gone. Oh, right, look at him.
I was like, what you looking at?
I'm doing a systems check. Like
up, down, side.
Like there's a little bit something here, but like we're doing good. So that's
good.
Yeah, God is good.
One time, this was in college, y'all. One time I woke up with such a gnarly crook in my neck. I was stuck like this. I drove to school that way.
You can't drive.
H-Town, baby.
You can't drive like this.
Because I was like, dude.
He was working that peripheral vision. You can't check blind spots.
No.
They should take your license away.
It was like, I'm here. Get out my way. It was it was crazy, y'all. It's legit.
Ew.
It was so bad. It was terrible.
You stuck,
like, what did I do?
Like this.
Legit. I was like, can you imagine if you're sitting on my lap and they're like, what you looking at? I'm stuck like this. I really don't want to look at you, but I'm stuck like that. Sorry.
I'm just thinking about life.
Contemplating.
Just thinking about life and the mystery of it all.
Oh my
How did we even get here? Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I can't imagine one that bad.
Wasn't that bad, and you're better today.
I had one in California. Like, it was a nightmare. Mm-hmm. Like sitting up hurt, laying down hurt. Like
it's the worst.
Just stuck like this. Had to turn my whole body. Like It was so much pain.
And I remember thinking, I'm like, if this is what my body feels like in my 20s, help me, Jesus.
Lord.
But you know what? You can undo some of that. I swear by it, because I haven't had issues like that in a long time. I think it's trying to like do your stretches, stay active, stay mobile, keep moving. Whatever your movement is, keep doing it. And I think it helps.
Thank you.
Yeah. You got this, Brandon. Mm-hmm. He's the old man in the room.
Yeah. You're on your way.
By a few months.
You are on your way. You're going to be great at it.
So, you know what? I'm ready. Aging is a gift.
It is.
What do you think about when someone tells you church is a family? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Boy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I want to believe it. I want to believe it. I believe that about certain church members.
Yeah.
But I want to believe it. I think as I get older and as I experience more and more healthy expressions of church, I think I believe it a little bit more and more. Like I definitely believe it for here.
Yeah, I think so. A few things come to mind. First, I think about the Dreamgirls because I love it. It's a great musical. I love it. But that song, "We are a family like a giant tree, branching out towards the sky." Every time that song comes on in the musical, it is an opportunity for the listener to pay attention because something is about to come that breaks the family apart. And you can tell they're not really like behind what they say when the hard time comes, and in the musical, that is. So that's the first thing that comes to mind for me. And then the second thing that I'm learning more as I've gotten older and have had relationships with people from different backgrounds is that not everybody's family experience was a really I was blessed to have what I would consider a very healthy family experience. Not perfect, but healthy. But I'm learning more and more people didn't grow up like the way I did. And so when I think about family, just personally, outside of the musical, is like family's great. Family's good. Family supports you. Family's gonna cheer you on. Family is gonna like make sure you don't hit rock bottom. And, you know, they're gonna be by your side if you get close to rock bottom, they're gonna be like, you ain't gotta live like this. Come on. But I'm realizing not everybody has a very healthy family experience to lean on when we talk about church as a family. It's triggering.
And I do think that, it is triggering or it can be triggering depending on the context of family you're most familiar with. Right. And so I also have had a really good family dynamic, very healthy, not perfect, but healthy. So in that regard, I guess church is like family because
it's not perfect.
I mean, it's not perfect, you know, and you have your favorites in families. Like there's certain family members where you're like, I rock with you. Like we like this, we locked in. And then there are other family members you're like, boy, God got you here to sharpen me and work on my patience. When Paul said thorn in my side, he must have been referring to you specifically and individually.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I wouldn't go so far.
But still vital to the family. Even the prickly family members are vital and important to the family. So
and I don't know if
you just got some family members, that's
it's a little more, we all got that crazy uncle.
I'm the crazy uncle
now. Well, when I think, I hope you're not crazy like my crazy uncles.
I don't know your crazy uncles, so
I'm not gonna say anything on the internet about my uncles, but my cousins out there know who I'm talking about.
The silence says it all.
Look, but what I think about maybe in also recognizing that this is not everybody's thoughts about family, or at least I should say, as a newlywed, learning what my husband thinks about family has been. It's been a journey.
Eye-opening.
It's been eye-opening. It's been eye-opening. It's been a journey because, when I think about family, I'm like, I might not see some family members for years or even talk to some family members for years. And they're like, and I'm like, that's still my cousin.
Yeah.
And if I have an opportunity to see them and like connect with them or reach out, like I'm going to do my best to do that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're still my family. And I'm realizing that that's not how everybody thinks about it.
Yeah. Because like for some people, the title of family has a built-in obligation. Like I have to show up for you because we're family.
Exactly. And I'm like, maybe is this just a Southern sensibility?
I don't know.
Because we're both from the South, so we can't speak
Vin Diesel has it.
We family.
We family. I wish I had the voice. I can't. Yeah. Because it sounds like
it's really guttural.
Yeah. It's like
we family.
You got to drink Motorol or something. Like,
or smoke a pack a day for a long
family.
time. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. That's good. It's good. Yeah. Yeah, not everybody thinks about it that way. So some people would say, well, just because we're blood relatives doesn't mean that you're my family. And I was like, oh, man. Whoa, woo. That's tough. Yeah. That's hard for me to like kind of sit with.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me sad to think about it that way. Because you would think at least the people who are forced to like put up with me, as in blood relatives, would put up with me.
But I think that those are some of the harsh realities, though, and like some stuff that I even had to find out the hard way. That like just because we're family doesn't always mean that family will show up for you in the way that you think they should. Yeah, and that can be very heartbreaking.
Absolutely. And I think that's exactly why when the church talks about the church as family, it's hard. It's not a lovey-dovey, like warm cup of milk with cookies feeling. Because with thinking about the church as family, I also know that disappointments will happen.
Yeah.
And I think the question therein lies, well, how do I deal with those disappointments? And how do I make space for people to disappoint me without it becoming like jaded?
Right.
And also leave space for me to disappoint. I mean, not that I'm looking for opportunities to disappoint a person, but just knowing that, like I'm going to disappoint some people at some point.
Yeah. I think it kind of falls on your expectations. Like when we put people on pedestals, or when we have the assumptions that, they'll never do this or they'll never do that.
Yeah.
I think that puts us in a tricky place when they do the things. They
do that.
They do that, and they're capable of that, just like they're capable of showing up for you and all these wonderful things. They're also equally capable of letting you down and holding space for those things.
Correct.
Like, because on my worst day, I can be the worst person ever, and the same grace that I would want for that, like I need to be willing to extend that to others, knowing that on a bad day, you can do some bad things, or you can hurt me. Yeah. And so like, just like marriage, like if we went into marriage, with the expectation like, this person will never hurt me. The moment hurt comes, your marriage falls apart.
Yeah. 'Cause it's like, I can't believe this. How could they do that to me?
Yeah. But like, if you go into it, like, almost expecting it.
I know they're human.
Yeah.
I know I'm human.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not perfect.
And like, it's not saying like you want to be a punching bag or anything
that
like
part,
that.
Right.
But like, it's the thing of like, I know disappointment will happen, because like no one is 100% just good about expressing what their wants are. You don't even really know all the time what your wants are.
Yeah.
Or what your desires are, or whatever it is, or your expectations. Like, because disappointment happens when expectations aren't met.
Yeah.
Or like you have expectations and maybe you haven't voiced them, but they're like those quiet expectations.
Yeah, there's just something you just like that's my problem, is that I have expectations that I don't know how to voice.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to advocate for, because I mean, no one is ever going to meet your expectations if you can't tell them what they are.
Right.
So, I mean, that's, again, I talk about this often because I love my friend Kelly, my sister Kelly, from, like, she's not my biological sister, but sister in the sense of church family sister.
Like the way Black people use it.
Sure.
What up, brother? Sister.
I mean, when she was able to lay it out with me, like, this is what I'm expecting of you as my friend, that is so helpful in clarifying how to care for her and how to show up for her. And like, if I don't know how to do that. Yeah. And so my poor husband has had to learn a little bit how to, like, what's going on? Is she, she's unhappy, I can tell. Yeah. But I don't know why.
Yeah, that discernment has to get real strong. Like, Lord help me.
He's too good at it though, because like I'll be all mad and upset, but I don't want to let him know about it because, like, yeah, I mean, how can I be upset with him if I didn't tell him what I wanted and what I needed?
Easy, apparently.
I mean, easy. I can be upset, but being frustrated is more so on my end of things. Like, yeah, well, that's my fault for not communicating, or whatever.
Yep.
He can't read my mind, but no, there are times where I'm like, I just want to be upset and like not talk about it, and I just want to sit here and like fuming and like don't even come at me. But this man will be like, something's not right. What's going on? And I'm like, I'm not
a disturbance in the force.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's literally like, there's something not right. What's going on? I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. He's great in that.
Yeah.
But that happens in intimate relationships, though, because he knows my typical disposition.
Sure.
But in a church family setting, that's not the type of relationship always. So if you're expecting somebody you do small group with or somebody you serve alongside, like either like we have our Hope Center or the host team or the worship team, like how am I supposed to know if I've offended you if you don't talk to me?
Yeah. Yeah. And oh my gosh. And that's the thing too. It's like and I think that's also what makes it hard for me to see church as family sometimes, because it's like when there's offense, very seldom do you have people talk it out. You know, like you tend to have, you're more likely to see someone just like up and leave,
that
you
part.
know? And I think just with my family, and my mom has done like a great job of modeling this for us when we were a kid. We used to do like have family meetings, put everything on the table.
Oh, yeah, that's not what I grew up with. Because I was going to say, that's exactly why I know it's family, because we not talk about it. It was just being swept under the rug.
Man, and we try our hardest. We're like, the older we get, the more intentionality we need for it. Because, life takes you up other places. And, but like we would really try our best to talk it out and just put things on the table.
That's beautiful. That's like learning how to do conflict.
Yeah.
In the safest space that you can think of, which is your family.
You would think.
That's why I say you could think of.
No, but like, it was an early, demonstration of like conflict resolution within, your family, and, like I said, like I first put it in practice with my siblings, and now I put it in practice with my spouse, and hopefully we're being a good example for Miles. But like you don't see that in church.
In the church, no, people will typically just get up and go.
Yeah. It's like, I don't need this.
And you're just like, I don't even know what happened.
You might have been the change you wanted to see in that community, but you didn't give yourself an opportunity. You just I'm over here rhyming. You might be the change you want to see in the community, but you didn't give yourself the opportunity for unity. Bars. Go on. I'm sorry.
Where's the clap? Is it this one?
Nope, it's this one.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, don't be trying to, I ain't gonna let a rock cry out for me.
No, I think there's that part of like, you could have been that change that you wanted to see in that community had you stayed. There's that part of it. But I think the other part is, like, how are you going to sit there and be offended by something I did or didn't do, and then walk out and be like, she knows what she did.
Do I?
No, I don't.
Do I?
What happened?
Yeah.
Because, like, especially if you see me on Sunday morning, I feel like I'm speaking from a place of hurt right now.
You know,
you know, like if you come at me on a Sunday morning, if you just approach me and I'm just like, you know, whatever, there are 10 billion things that are happening in my mind on a Sunday morning. You know, I'm thinking about my team. I'm thinking about what they need.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the song list. I'm thinking about the lyric. I'm thinking about, did I put it correct? You know, is it
context matters?
You know, all the things that are going on. And so like, I try to make it, you know, I'm like a duck on Sunday morning. Up here, like outside, it seems like nothing's happening, but in my mind, it's like
little flippers.
They're going. It's just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And I try to make sure that my face is communicating welcome. My face is communicating hospitality. And I'm like, oh man, because genuinely, I am very excited that you're here on a Sunday morning at 10 and 11:30 at 13 First Field Road for Sunday morning worship.
Shameless plug.
I am excited that you're here, but I'm also thinking about all these other things at the same time. So like, I want to make sure my face is communicating how genuinely glad that you're here with us.
Yeah.
But sometimes my face, you might have caught me in a moment where it's like, oh, and my face is literally, because
I've seen it. Sometimes it's like, what? What?
I mean, and then, oh man, it was very clear on Sunday. I was not doing a good job, and this happens when I'm tired. I wasn't doing a very good job of showing hospitality on my face and welcome, because 2 or 3 different people came up to me like, "Are you okay? Like, you look like you're ready to fight somebody." And I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I mean, I'm totally fine. Okay.
I'm fine."
But sometimes I've heard that I have made a face at somebody on a Sunday morning and they were offended. And I'm like, I'm sorry. But at least I knew at that point, like, you know, on some side, on one side of it, it's like, thank you for sharing that with me, because it had nothing to do with you. And I'm sorry that you received that from me. It had everything to do with, I don't know what's going on with these slides. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with ProPresenter that is driving. It's just like, like on one Sunday, it would crash like 2 different times. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Get it together, ProPresenter.
I know. Gosh, this is definitely not ad.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
You know, so I was like, oh, thank you for sharing that with me. I'm so sorry that that's what you experienced from me on that day, but this was what was happening. But there are countless of people, I'm sure, that would not tell me that that's what they experienced from me.
Yeah.
But how am I supposed to know? Like, how am I supposed to fix it?
Yeah.
And sometimes it ain't about you. I think that's what, like, when offense happens, and this happens in family too.
And it's like, I think we would, just as followers of Christ, in the context of community and church and family, we would do ourselves a service to just assume the best.
Yes.
Just assume the best of each other. And like, if you've been offended, if you've been hurt by something, just like, hey, can we get together?
Yes.
And can we talk?
Out?
Can we grab a coffee or whatever? Don't assume that like I just meant you harm, you know, because like you might have just caught me on a bad day. Like, what if we assume the best of each other?
Right. Is this a callback to a couple Sundays ago where I'm like, maybe they just have diarrhea.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just, maybe, you know, something sad wrong when they tell me. And so that's why they're struggling this morning. Sometimes they do. Look,
diarrhea is not the best, but you may just need a reason.
Maybe. I'm just saying, like, sometimes it do be, look, I'm zooming in. Sometimes it do be that. Genuinely, I'm fighting for my life that I'm not passing gas in the middle of the lobby on a Sunday morning.
Oh God.
Maybe it is that.
This is on a list of information that we did not need. A list of information that could have just stayed with you.
I'm just saying, like, but you know, I do think there. I'm just a girl. with IBS.
Oh gosh. Hide the hot sauce. She cannot even see hot sauce. Hide it.
I think to bring it back, because you're preaching, Brandon. If we thought the best of each other, we would be much better off as churches, and just as believers in the world. And now sometimes that can put us in what some might consider a disadvantage. Like, oh, this is just giving this person an opportunity to take advantage of me time and time again.
Yeah. No. Well,
But
yes.
that is that can happen.
Absolutely.
But here's what I say to that idea is someone else's lack of character shouldn't be my response to that. Shouldn't be that I am changing.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where, because like, it's like, I'm not saying assume the best every single time. Assume the best until
3 strikes, you're out.
Innocent to proven guilty. You know what I mean? Like, we sit down and we have this conversation and it's like, oh, you really do hate me. All right. Well, I won't stand here and just be a punching bag.
That part.
But, I'll allow a coffee, a meal where we break bread, talk it out, so I can get a gauge on your intentions. That part, get a gauge on. I think
that's good. That's wisdom.
Like context, because like I could have caught you at a bad time, but it was just out of context. Yeah. I'm trying to what I was bringing to you at this moment to you was trivial because like you had all these fires going around. That's good. So I think just allowing people that space, like hold space for people to show up not as their best selves. Yeah.
That's good.
But the moment they show themselves, like Maya Angelou said, when someone showed you who they are, believe them. Believe them. So believe them. This is not a license to just continually make excuses for someone's lack of character or just their habitual offenses. Yeah, to you.
Absolutely.
You can forgive somebody and also create boundaries that keep you safe.
Absolutely. So. Amen. And then, I feel like all of this that we're talking about is still just so surface level in the sense of like just relationships.
Sure.
But in family, it's like we are truly grieving with you when you're grieving.
Yeah.
We are rejoicing with you when you are rejoicing. And
it's allowing like human dignity, right? Like so how do you grieve with someone who has offended you? Yeah. How do you grieve with someone who has, just been, let's just say it, a jerk? There it is. How do you grieve with that person? Yeah. How do you not celebrate their losses?
Yeah. And I think or their wins. Celebrate their wins.
How do you celebrate their wins and not celebrate their losses?
Oh, gotcha.
Because like I can like not rock with you as a person, but be happy when good things happen
Absolutely,
to you.
Yes.
It's hard. It can be hard, especially if things aren't going well for me.
I'm not going to sit with you.
I'm not going to sit with you in the crowd, but I'm like, good for you.
Good. Look for you. Look.
Won't he do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think most people don't like to even grieve with those who are grieving, just to sit and be present because it makes us so uncomfortable. And we're willing to put our comfort above being the comforter, or partner with the capital C comforter to be a comfort to another person.
Yeah.
And, that's challenging.
Yeah.
It's challenging. It's not easy. Being a singer in the church, musician in the church, I have had my fair share of funerals that I've sat in or sang in, and my fair share of weddings that I've sung for. And sometimes even the weddings were uncomfortable, But to say my calling is to be what the church needs me to be in the moment. So if it's to be a comfort to somebody, who is grieving a loss, then I will step into that role because that's what the Lord requires of me. If it's to celebrate, then let's celebrate. Let's have a good time. That's a lot easier sometimes. But I think that's the part of family that when we think about it, and then within the context of scripture, thinking about the family ties, inheritance, like what does that mean? When Jesus is on the cross and then, and he tells to John, like, this is your mother now. Basically what he's saying is you need to take care of my mom, my earthly mom.
Yeah.
Cause she needs that official family title to be cared for.
Yeah.
And so, I think when we think about family today in our context, that's what Jesus is inviting us to, is to care for the other in a way that it might come at a loss for us sometimes. And I think it's reflective of the gospel.
Yeah.
It ain't easy.
It ain't. Nor do I think it's supposed to be easy.
Right.
And I think there's something to be said about contending for family. Fighting for familyhood. Because it's community.
Yeah.
And I think using terminology like this, in context with like the lessons that God has taught us through our families. And those can be good or bad lessons. They're still lessons, right?
Yeah.
You might have learned you might have grew up in a family that wasn't the most healthy family, but I guarantee you, like people who grew up in those contexts, you have more, your antennas for dysfunction are more in tuned.
Yeah, there's a benefit. Sometimes
there's a benefit.
You can use that,
and you could start to see signs of like, just failures, especially after coming out of it and then being in a place where you have healed and you're healthy. You can see
that's a hard-earned wisdom that you can bring into spaces that need to hear those things.
Yeah, but it requires courage, because like dysfunction can bring up painful memories. And so, yeah, man, I think that everyone has, no matter what your family of origin or whatever you've gone through in the past, everyone has something to offer and bring to the table in the broad sense of family and community.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I want to leave everybody with. Your action items, one might call them, is maybe you have been offended by somebody in your church, maybe that you do small group with. Maybe it's not even church at all. Maybe it's your workplace. Maybe it is at your gym, whatever. I'm just basically stating my life, like it's just gym and work. Or your neighborhood, like your neighbor might have done something and you're just like, I don't like what they just did. If it's safe for you, so be wise in how you approach this. Maybe in a moment of offense or at a circumstance of offense, bringing it to that person, and saying, hey, whatever it is that you did, like, I didn't really appreciate that. And do it in a way that really allows you to exhibit what Brandon was talking about, of like thinking the best of that person. But also in a way that allows you to examine this person's intentions and how to move forward after that conversation. So if you have had a moment of offense, consider what it would be like to act as family and bring it to their attention.
Yeah.
That's my action item.
have an action item today.
That's a big one. I don't know if we need more than one.
Here's one.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing. I don't have one. If I did, it'll be forced, and I don't like that. So,
well, thank you
with
so
God.
much. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Umbrella of Mercy. We love these chats with you guys, and feel free to engage with us in the comments. We'll do our best to respond. And
once again, we want to remind you that the thoughts and opinions expressed here on Umbrella of Mercy are our own.
accurate.
And do not necessarily reflect the thoughts and opinions of Seneca Creek Community Church as a whole.
Correct.
So do with that knowledge as you will.
See you next week, everybody.
See you next week.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.